I'm going to try and read out some letters here, and hi, Melissa. Yeah. We can all take turns if you want to reading letters from various people who were not able to be here. And I certainly want to talk about how I met Kim and the memories I have of her, and also when I introduced you to Kim and what a funny story that was. So I actually have two messages from Ray Stewart. Says, met Kim around 1990 when she arrived with her mum Shirley and sister Paula to learn to fly gliders at the age of 14 and 15. It was quite unusual to see a young girl so eagerly taking part in sports dominated by rather grumpy older men. Kim's enthusiasm was infectious, and she was great fun to be around. At the very tender age of 16, Kim went solo. She was flying an aircraft on her own 2 years before she could legally drive a car on her own. Her passion and drive stood apart, and it was all done with a great big smile. Kim completed her undergraduate degree and very suddenly left to moving to Cape Town. She left a large void, but was moving on to her next adventure. As happens, various twists and turns of life took place over the next 15 years before we got in touch again thanks to social media. Kim had grown up from the teenager I once knew, had a successful career and had taken up new sports, including scuba, sailing, and enjoying four-wheel drive adventures. Her passion for all kinds of adventure sports was still apparent and very infectious. What I will remember most is that Kim was always smiling, and I can remember sharing many laughs. They were very happy times. I imagine she spent the same joy to everyone else she's dated over the years. I will forever celebrate my very dear friend, brave young girl flying high, and returned to Earth strong, those lucky enough to be around her. He also sent a message directly to Kim saying, Kim, we enjoyed many flying high adventures together. I'd love to share an eternal nautical adventure with you too. Inspired me with your kindness, adventure spirit, and fun loving nature. I'll cherish precious memories of my very dear friend forever. That's great. Keep it simple.
Shall I stand up or? So Ian Kennedy says, memories are endless and too numerous to mention them all. However, a few that spring to mind are so typical of the Kim that I know. Number 1, Millennium Party with friends at my house and later at the beach till the sun came up. 2, a scuba dive at Windmills in South Bay where you forgot an important piece of equipment, your wetsuit. 3, a sail on my yacht where we decided to test your navigation skills. You got us lost in the fog, but I must admit that we threw you in the deep end, so not your fault. 4, the very first crew on my current charter boat, Princess Sky. While fixing some water pipes under the sink in your flat, I received a call that I had to but most often via telephone, email, WhatsApp, and even Facebook. You have left a void, Kim, and will be sorely missed by those that were lucky enough to get to know the real Kim. May your soul rest in peace. Much love.
I'm going to read the message from Jen. Jen and Lance wanted to be here today, but Jen's taken very ill. And I mean, she'd even gone so far to bake a sort of nautical piece cake for today, but she's got severe bronchitis. So, although Kim is not a religious person at all, she and Jen were still able to see eye to eye despite their differences. And so, Jen has sent a message that is very Jen, and I'm going to read this to you now. She says, meeting Kim was a joy. We held hands, we hugged, we laughed. I sipped tea and she sipped coffee. I've known her online for over a decade, via our international travel club, Virtual Tours. Me being in London, her in Singapore, Cape Town and Johannesburg, this meant we'd never met. I was not sure we actually ever would either, to be frank, because we have different faiths and outlook. I'm so glad that Kim looked past this and met with me. There are too many stereotypes around, and life is just a short box people up. Give people a chance. Treat them as individuals, loving, kind, and respectful of any differences that a person might have. During her last few weeks and then days, when we knew her time was nigh, I I couldn't help but reflect on my own life and how grateful I am that I have something to look forward to, a tomorrow, a next week, a next year, a future, and a forever in heaven one day. Life is for living and loving and being thankful for our tomorrow. I'll read from my favorite book, my Bible, a Psalm, which is the book of Psalms of thanksgiving to God. This is a snippet of a song about the joy of life and not living. Psalm 68 and it's very upsetting it. King David sings, "You will show me the path of life, in your presence is fullness of joy, in your right hand there are pleasures forevermore." And there is absolute joy in the present, today and tomorrow, not only when we are past. I'm so thankful for this gift of life and for the gift of love and the gift of friends. I'm thankful for Kim for touching our lives, it will always be a tangible touch. I'm glad she's out of pain. I'm glad she knew she was loved, because she was, very much so. By so many. I'm so sad I cannot be with you today as I'm unable, but I'm with you in spirit, God. Anybody else want to? Okay. Can you read Andrew London?
Thank you. So I know for certain that you are going to pain, just pain, joy, and this world has never known, and will never know. I have a strong feeling that this is something actually looking down at us, and that signature smirk of yours, starting to laugh like, "Hey guys, you're not going to tears and believe yourselves. I'm fine." You were always very strong and super resilient. You were an immovable personality, so unshakable and such a resolve. You lived life to the fullest, and still knew there was more out there to come. You were unstoppable in your quest for new frontiers, especially in the area of knowledge. You were so brilliant, having discussions with you were ever so enlightening, insightful and enlightening. I recall the day I met you, unusual as it was, I was asked to come and help check out your laptop. The first thing I heard was you expressing your displeasure at someone who wanted to take you for a ride. I was taken aback by it, but then again, when I sat with you afterwards, I realized how so humane you were. Also sweet and thoughtful for the good of others before yourself. Because of you, I have a new friend for life now, and a baby, and I can understand why you both were friends. She mirrors the certain wonderful traits of you, shares in your ideals, and has a large heart like yours. You may be gone from our sight, but you are never gone from our hearts. You walk beside us every day, and see, and heard, still near, still missed, and still here. We love us.
Yeah, I'll start with it. Okay, folks, we are live.
Alright. I'll read one from Paul Hamilton. I met Kim through the East Asian expat group in Singapore. She was immediately a kindred spirit and we had many time living in Southeast Asia. As I'm an Air Force officer, I found her passion for aircraft and flying was infectious, and she expanded my breadth of knowledge and perspective in many ways. While knowing her in only this decade, my past year was trying to spend many decades. And our time together and conversations that we had made me feel instantly in my heart, like I went home the night day in the war. She and I were at the moment. She carried a strength and positive attitude through every ordeal, as if she was encouraging us, her beloved friends, through her challenges, while we strove to encourage her. She lived life to the fullest, not missing an opportunity to amaze me with her energy. I miss her as our lives and career centers to opposite corners of the planet. She was always close in my heart and will continue to live with me and with each of her beloved friends across everywhere our paths take us. Friends and anyone wanting to use laughter to enhance their quality of life should follow and scroll through her geeky, smiling Facebook page. The person that attracts that energy to herself is a special woman. We have that gift from her to review and remember and to motivate us to be engaged in every minute of our lives, taking nothing for granted. So, Stuart, would you like to lead your...
Many of Kim is when I nearly got killed in a massive pile-up on the M3 highway. By a combination of skill and luck, I managed to get out of that without a scratch. I need to run out of petrol a few kilometers later. She and I had to walk along the highway to the nearest filling station. Somehow she still made it right. After she moved to Joburg, we shared some great fun, including several air shows, birthday parties and games. She introduced me to Big Box Cafe in Cape Town. There was also an awesome wine farm tour in Cape Town. I never knew that she had flown aircraft herself. I wish I had, because it would have made some great conversation. I'll always be in awe of how strong she was in dealing with her cancer, even in face of the probable and eventually inevitable death. The dark sense of humour in the face of tragedy.
I have a message from Whitney, and I've actually met so many amazing friends of Kim in the wake of her passing. It's really been eye-opening to see what her life has been, and Whitney and I have been chatting about what we've been doing after. She said, Kim and I met at the most amazing wedding in Florence, Italy. Kim was travelling on her own for a year, and added to she would be at such an great wedding. Most people won't go to a wedding alone where they know people, but Kim was a friendly person and knew she would just fit in. They had truly amazing time at the wedding. The next day we went to Cotton River to watch the sunset in the forest. The next day we all listened to poetry around the world. A short amount of time together allowed us to forge a friendship across distance and cancer. Kim and I both love cats, and we trade all the animals. We also talked about one day visiting each other's countries. It never happened because Kim had appreciated the diagnosis of breast cancer. Kim, always pragmatic, decided to use the airline. I love her flexibility. No sooner had Kim been diagnosed than I found out that I had breast cancer. Even with the distance, Kim now is chemo. Kim coached me through the next steps. Kim was going to come to the British Virgin Islands a year ago, but she had to get cancer again. Simple. Okay then, 2017. Then Irma hit our island, and that changed those plans. When we had started talking about the trip, I don't think Kim knew her cancer was progressing again, but if she did, it wouldn't have surprised me she wanted to travel. Thank you, Joyce Hughes, for getting her kitty third hospice, because I know she loved us so much. Even though we only met in person 72 hours, so, I apologize to anybody whose messages you haven't read. There have been a few, and we have printed the messages and put it in the bottle, which we will let us see, and there are a few more that we will add. So I want to talk about, just briefly, how I know Kim and how we found ourselves yesterday. I also met Kim on the virtual tour site around about 2007. She was one of maybe 4 people, including Jane, who was South African. But she was living in Singapore, Jen was living in London. We had another friend who's living in London, and then I was the only South African actually in South Africa. And yet we managed to be friends over the years, and I would meet her when she would come for a visit. She'd come to Cape Town, and then eventually I moved to Johannesburg. And although I'd spent time with her over the years, and she'd come to visit me when I had surgery, it's really in the past year that I've gotten to know her, and I'll be honest, we drove each other nuts sometimes, but she was tolerant and patient and forgiving, and she never held a grudge, and so we got through all of that. And when she found out she was sick, again, as everybody said, she was so pregnant, she was so brave, and I never expected to be so inspired by her.
Okay,
And,
folks, we are live.
my life has gone through a lot of changes in the past year as I've gone on the health program, and she was encouraging me very much into my parkrams and my more miles and all of those things. And even with her passing, I've now started doing tribute parkrun to her, so she wants to be a parkrun tourist, and she only managed 2. You have to do 20 different ones. She only managed 2 before she became too ill. But I just, I wanted to say to him that I finally listened to you. I've done all the things you've been nagging me to do all the time. The day after you passed, I booked my very first mammogram. I went and I got the pet insurance you've been nagging about for 2 years. But, you continuing to have an impact on my life. And I really miss you. Really, really miss you. Anyhow, so Naledi, do you maybe want to talk about how you met Kim? Because that is a funny story.
Okay, so how I met Kim. In 2013, I actually got put on a short-term project in Singapore. I remember mentioning this to Joy, and Joy was like, "Oh, I have a friend Kim in Singapore, you should meet her." So Joy actually introduced her onto Facebook. Well, that's not the funny part. So the trip to Singapore was very last minute. It was very rushed. The Australian branch of our company was so disorganized, and we were like, "You're going to Singapore next week," basically. And I'd just come back from Zanzibar. So literally I had packed, rushed to the airport, everything, hadn't really planned anything. So there I'm sat waiting for my flight. And there was some random lady next to me talking about how she just comes from Cape Town, she forgot to go and buy wine. Wine's expensive in Singapore, and I'm thinking, oh crap, I should have bought wine. I didn't do any research or anything. I'm just going to this place and I have no plans. And then some point she's thinking about how she just bumped into her mom's friends, and so random, because I mean, she hasn't seen him for like years. And then she left her picture on the table next to me. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, they're shouting, hey, you, your picture, hey, you. Then I obviously don't know her name, run up to her, give her a picture. And so I arrived in Singapore, took him over Messenger or something, and we organized to meet. So I was quite nervous, because I was like, she's like, well, let's meet in the metro station. Let's meet at this metro station, we'll go to like a nice little restaurant near there. And I'm like, but how will you find me a metro station? All like millions of people. And Kim, obviously, she's been there for 5 years or so, knows that there's very few black people in Singapore. So she's like, it'll be easier for me to see you than you see me. So I meet at the metro station, or she obviously finds me in the metro station. You can count the black people in Singapore. And then we go to like a little nice, very cute restaurant that she'd chosen. And we're looking at each other and we're like, you look familiar. I'm like, yeah. And I'm looking at, and when you're sitting there racking your brain, trying to remember how you know this person. Knowing that, Kim's been in Singapore for the past 5 years. This is my first time in Singapore. I never met her when she was here. And then it clicked. The lady with the picture. Yes.
She really did.
Yeah, so Kim had been the lady with the picture, so she had been there. And the thing was, I actually recalled the whole conversation. Like, you talking about how wine is expensive, and you forgot to buy wine, and she said, and it was amazing. It was amazing. And it was, yeah. So in a sense, I think I'm very grateful for that, because I guess the state allowed me to spend more time with Kim. And I would have, and now, if it wasn't for Singapore, I would have only got to know Kim when she moved out to Joburg. So basically I got like a few extra years to build a great friendship with Kim, and since then, it's been amazing. I've got to know her, I got to see how strong she is. Last year I went to some of her chemo sessions, and with all the stuff that she was going through, she was always so positive about life, about everything. She was living her life to the fullest, irrespective of what was happening in terms of the chemo, cancer issues. And I think I learned a lot from that. I learned the strength and bravery, and just was just an amazing person she was. And I do definitely thank God that I went to Singapore and I got the opportunity to meet her early on. Yeah.
And thank you for your kindness. And actually, I mean, when I think about it, I think it was you that introduced her to Melissa, who ended up moving in with him and helping her when she was ill again now and looking after the cats, etc. I mean, Kim just somehow managed to connect people, and she was amazing that way. So I don't think we're going to be live for very much longer, because after this we're actually going to start the having fun part of the day, because that is what Kim would want. And so today, as I say, we've chosen the marine theme to honour her. We've chosen a menu that reflects her life. We've got from her upbringing in KwaZulu-Natal, we have a curry. From her time spent in Cape Town, we've got a fish and chip sushi. We've got beef fetcook for the foreigners. It's basically a dough formed with curry, savoury mince. And we have stick pate, like the local fish, very well known in Cape Town. And then for Singapore, we have sushi. I mean, she spends a lot of time in the east. And then for Johannesburg, we have puff and sauce and beef sausages. And so really every little detail is just to sort of acknowledge her. And we're having, one of her favorite drinks. We're doing gin and tonic, and we're going to have a little bit of green champagne in a bit to toast to her, and also because it's Women's Day, and to acknowledge breast cancer, and and then we're going to play again because she loves it.